Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, the Nissan Leaf. Now, a lot of folks and the sales for EVs and stuff like this have really kind of gone downhill over the past several months. They had some ebbs and flows where it's done pretty well, and we've talked about it in one of the last videos. Well, one of the situations that is moving forward with all these EVs on the market is the fact that sooner or later you're going to have to replace the main battery pack, which has been long talked about could cost close to 10,000 US dollars. Well, Nissan has got a heck of a deal on their hands as they got new batteries for your Nissan Leaf that you can buy for 5,500 US dollars. I know that still sounds like a decent amount of money, but not too shabby in my mind, especially moving forward that there's going to be a situation where they're going to put together a finance program where you may be able to spend as little as 100 US dollars per month to actually purchase a brand new battery. And this is really important moving forward, especially the fact that these Nissan Leafs are going to be getting into the hands of their second owners very, very soon. And this is a big part of this situation. 5,500 bucks, boy, it just still doesn't sound too bad to me. Next up on the list, the Lexus LFA has ended its life cycle and is wandering off into the sunset. This is by far one of my most favorite automobiles of all time, and I don't really know why. Okay, I know exactly why. It's that screaming V10. I would love to have the sound of that automobile in my life every day. And I know this car costs a little bit of money, and it's not as fast as some of its rivals, but it just, the noise that this thing makes was absolutely epic. But now, Lexus says that there is going to be a successor. And surprise, surprise, the LFLC concept is going to be that successor. Now, when this particular concept was first shown off, it was shown off with a hybrid powertrain, and there was a lot of trick stuff, and there was some talk that it was going to be underneath the LFA, or what exactly this vehicle was going to be all about. Now we officially know that it will be the LFA's replacement. Now, no word on the engine, transmission, whether that screaming V10 is going to make its return. Not to mention option list, pricing, nothing else has actually been shown off as of yet. And there's talk maybe 2017, 2018, maybe that this particular vehicle will make its official debut, but we'll have to wait and see what comes of this. And I can't be more excited. I really enjoyed it. Not the biggest fan of the front end of this automobile, but the rest of it is very, very sexy. So it's going to be very entertaining indeed to hear what the Lexus has planned for the LFLC. Next up on the list, I know, the Dodge Challenger. We're going to talk about more about the Dodge Challenger as it is in the news again. As official pricing has been released for the updated units for the 2015 model year. Now, we've got a lot of updates in this: new grille, new tail lights, new front fascias, some other stuff that actually got changed around on these cars. But we've got official pricing for the stellar lineup underneath the Challenger. As we've already talked about the Hellcats pricing in one of the last programs. Now, the starting price, and this is the base model, which is not so base if you think of just a handful of years ago. The thing has a over 300 brake horsepower, normally aspirated V6 in it. But this vehicle will be starting off at $26,995 US dollars. Now, that can go all the way up to the 392 Hemi, which will be making its official debut in an RT trim for the first time out of the SRT market. And that vehicle will start up at a $46,395 US dollars. Now, there's a lot of trims in between, especially the 5.7 liter Hemi V8 as well. Not to mention all the trim levels underneath, and there's some upper trim levels up inside of the 392 Hemi. And then all the way up to that brand new Hellcat. And these prices and these vehicles will be coming to your dealership very soon. Speaking of the Hellcat, there's more news about this thing, as actually Chrysler's maybe bled out that they're going to only make a handful of these things. And when I say a handful, it's not super rare. There's talk that these are going to be limited to 1,200 units for the first go-round of production. But if I know anything about the muscle car industry and whatnot, and I think I do, I would assume that those first 1,200 are probably already spoken for, and maybe Chrysler wants to make sure they get this thing right the first time, but we'll have to wait and see. I would assume that they could sell almost as many as they want. Maybe that's not entirely possible, but we'll have to wait and see if this is, because this is still in the official rumor stages, and Chrysler has yet to say anything official on the matter. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, I've got the official unveiling of the brand new Hellcat that actually made a rip down the strip at the Bandimere Speedway in Denver, Colorado at the Mopar Mile High Nationals drag race NHRA stop. They're actually just the weekend of the taping of this particular program. You can check out the video that has a very famous pilot, at least is the fellow that's been actually in the television ads here in the States, Richard Rawlings. Not to mention, if you want to like us over there and check us out what we do there every day. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.